Hey everyone, it's Suey here. So today let's jump into part 3 of the book club series that I have planned for this year. This one is about how we choose the books for our book club. We are about ready to jump into this process for my book club for this year. So I figured I would just film it as we go, just film the process, and it will be kind of like a little vlog. And then I will just talk about it as we go along, and I'll just show you the process in real time, basically. So tonight we're going to be going to an event at the library where the librarians have chosen some of their favorite books that they've read over the past year, and they will talk them up to us. We love this event. They call it Best of Books. I go with several of my book club friends, and we love this event. And we usually come back home with tons of ideas for what we want to read for the year. That kind of kickstarts the process. And then next week will be book club, and I will have everyone come with a list of suggestions that they would like to read for a book club. And most people come with a list of maybe 5, 6, even 10 books, and I make a big long list. Then we will put them in categories, do little blurbs, and then I will send out a voting form for everyone to choose 12 books, one per month for the rest of the year. So we are going to be starting that process tonight when we go to the Best of Books event. So I will bring you along with.
She decides to write an article about her fictitious boyfriend that she loves so much, which wouldn't be a problem other than that the essay goes viral.
This is an anti-historical Regency wrong. Lady Ella Dalby knows all about betrayal.
You have these 6 people competing on a TV show, testing out their baking skills when things start going awry. First, it's salt getting mixed with sugar, you have stovetops being left on too long, but then somebody turns up dead, and we've got a murder mystery that we have to solve.
And which is a big problem when you're a portrait artist supposed to come up with a portrait for competition that's going to be her big break. And so
she has those 4 people are asked to go and try to stop this war machine. So one is a local, one is a refugee you can tell was maybe a soldier before, but you don't know much about her. And then there are 2 kind of dodgy characters that you're not sure if they're there to stop the war machine or to do something else.
She's gone, and the rich guy said, "You're almost done with that mural. Why don't you go find my wife?" So a lot of the book is him tracking down this wife, and it takes him to Hooversville, San Francisco. It goes to Florida. This is his first plane ride, which is kind of fun to hear what people riding planes.
So today is the big day at book club where everybody gets to come with a list of books that they want to read next year. We'll make a big long list of all the books people suggest, and then everybody will vote on them. This is one of the favorite book clubs of the year. Everybody gets so excited to come and say what they want to read. The only better book club is maybe the Christmas one everybody loves, and then the next month is when I will announce who wins, and everybody gets very excited about that one too. I will record the process a little bit, and hopefully it will go down pretty good. Okay, we're ready now.
The Other Alcott by Elise Cooper. It's about how Amy, I guess her name's not Amy, but Louisa May Alcott's younger sister is not portrayed very kindly in her book Little Women. The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth.
The Unwedding by Ali Condi, right?
The Unwedding by Ali.
And you want to do that for August, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
We'll put it down for August possibilities.
The Wedding Dress Sewing Circle
She must be on there.
by Jennifer Ryan.
Put on again The Passengers by John Mars.
Okay.
Passengers is a sci-fi thriller, and it blows your mind.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Promise Boys.
Promise
is
Boys.
The one that won the audiobook award.
Yeah, the one with the whole.
By Nick Brooks.
School.
Father by Terry Pratchett.
You always wanted to do a Terry Pratchett, right?
Still don't know why.
And nobody wants to read Terry Pratchett.
Remind me who Terry Pratchett is.
He was a British author.
Yeah.
He's
I mean, I've seen
who
his name all the
trained.
time, but-
He was a mentor for Neil Gaiman. Based on a whole world that's on the back of it's a disc on the back of 4 elephants floating on the back of a sea turtle floating through the universe.
The Wishing Game is on my list.
I think Wishing Game would be a good book club book.
So, have you read that one too?
Sell it to me, Jessica. What's
Oh, I know nothing about it. I just know at one point in time I put it on here and said I wanted to read it.
So it's about this island where this
Sounds good already.
recluse author lives, and he sometimes invites children to visit his island. The few children that have visited his island are now adults, and now they're having a competition on the island.
The one that I kind of have on my list for more recent is The Summer of Songbirds. Anyone read that one? This is about a group of women who all come back to the summer camp that they went to when they were kids, and it kind of they relive their history then and things that were happening in their lives then and what's happening to them as adults, and then they find out that the camp is going to close.
Created a whole list, and then I was like,
What? You were on
It's at home.
Oh, you can send it.
But
We're not voting
I'll
now.
send it, but I didn't feel like anything was super exciting.
So
Send it anyway.
Yes, send it anyway and let us vote. I know.
Let us decide if it's us.
It's like in
Democracy.
my journal, I'd be calling my husband to make him send it to me, but I don't really want him rifling through this particular notebook. So I'll send it later.
Don't have anything for you guys.
Through all the list of movies that are coming out in the next 18 months, right?
Oh,
to
yeah,
see
'cause those
if
are
there
kind
were
of fun.
movies. I went through all the book
Whoa.
list, the over list, the generic.
Just
Not a classic would be nice, but I couldn't even come up with
I
that
think
one
a
of those.
classic would be fun too.
I was wondering about a classic too, but I just
Did
feel
anyone have a good one?
I feel like this group is against classics.
Oh, no.
I
I would
like
love
classics.
to.
non-romance classics.
Crime and Punishment.
Because we've read all the Pride and Prejudice and.
There's gotta be romance.
We haven't
I'm
read
sorry.
every Austen. Yeah, we haven't read Emma. We haven't read.
We haven't.
Sense and Sensibility.
I love Emma.
The 30 best classic novels.
We haven't read
everyone should
Anne.
Read. Forbes.com.
Yeah, there we go.
Invisible Man, The Outsiders, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Native Son, Catcher in the Rye, To Kill a Mockingbird.
It's a good book.
Well, I got a good little list for
I don't like
that.
it at
Those
all.
ideas, I guess. I think kind of it.
Please.
The
Everybody
Uglies.
read it?
Yeah.
I haven't
Everyone's read it.
but
I liked the first one, and then they slowly get worse.
Okay, what about the Red Queen?
Yeah.
You guys read
Yes.
the Red Queen?
I would like to read
These
that.
looked good.
We haven't read it for book club.
Nope, we
Oh,
haven't.
we haven't. That was
Sorry.
Okay,
I'll
those
be
were
quiet.
my
Okay.
YA. And then The Codebreaker. I feel like this one's nonfiction, right?
I would like to read The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich.
Oh, yeah, that would be
Amen.
Basically, people get boxes one day, and they can choose to open them or not. But if you open them, then you'll either have a long string, which is long life, or a short string, and basically how that starts derailing the whole world, and then how they start coming out of it, and it's really good. It would be a good discussion. Reformatory by Tanner Riv Drive. The novel set in Jim Crow, Florida.
Well, I don't really have a book, but there was a book that I was reading and I didn't finish.
Put it on the list.
What was it?
The Body Keeps the Score.
Oh, by
wanted to read
Dr.
that
Banter
before.
Bisselkoff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
That
say
one.
that
What
last
was her
name
name?
again?
His name, Dr. Vander Bisselkoff.
Okay, I'm just gonna look that one up.
K-O-L.
My coworker recommended it because I mean he's all in mental health and whatnot, and then he's always like, "Yeah, trauma always gets to ya. It's passed down." I'm like, interesting. And then so he recommended this book.
House of Eve, which I talked about last week. I love it. It's historical fiction by Sadiqa Johnson with a Q. Sadiqa. I loved it.
That's all we need to
I
know,
can't
right?
Sell it.
That's all we need to know.
First Lie Wins by Ashley Easton. It's a fun thriller. And then another one, Never Lie by Frida McFadden, is another thriller.
Now that I've got this list all written in my notebook, handwritten old school style, I'm going to compile it into some categories and add some blurbs that I just grabbed from Amazon or Goodreads and make a little document to send all the people in book club, and then we're going to vote.
Three hours later.
So there you have it, our voting process. I have sent that information out to the people, given them a couple of weeks, and the votes are slowly coming in, and so we are all just waiting anxiously to find out which books on that huge long list are the popular ones. So we will find out at next book club in April. I plan to do another video talking about the specific books that we are voting on, and for sure the ones that win. So look forward to that. In the meantime, I will call this one good, and hopefully that gives you a good idea of how we do our voting for this particular book club. And be sure to check out part 1 of the series. We talked about reader diversity, and part 2 where I talked about 10 steps to starting up a book club. So be sure and check those out. Let me know if you're planning on starting up your own book club, and if there's any other questions you have about it. There'll be more episodes to come later on about other aspects of doing a book club. Until then, happy reading. Bye.